Hello, I'm Jacqueline Holstead, and you are listening to On Point Conversations. In this podcast series, we share creative marketing, content, and branding strategies that help your business successfully navigate the new normal marketing environment. Hi, I'm Jacqueline Holstead, and in my podcast today, I'm going to be talking about ideas. I love talking about ideas because I think there's so many ways that ideas can be presented and so many things that can actually stop an idea. So today I'm going to talk about, my podcast is going to be not always easy. So when an idea is meant to be, you might say it's going to come back to you time and time again. And before you present that idea, you may look at fleshing out the idea, because sometimes an idea that's really tiny, like a tiny little seed, it's almost too fragile to share with a lot of people because they're not going to see your vision. Might not listen to your whole entire story. They might not be able to understand it. And so fleshing it out is a good idea. And by fleshing it out, I mean doing more to figure out how that idea is going to work and some of the things that you're going to put behind it. So some of our goals and dreams that come to fruition so easily that it's almost like this unseen hand has done much of the work for us. And then when that happens, we say, well, it's meant to be. On the other hand, when we have dreams and goals, and they require a tremendous amount of effort, we kind of interpret that as, well, this dream or idea is not meant to be. However, difficulty, and let me repeat that, difficulty is not necessarily a sign that our hopes and plans are ill-fated. And that's really the contrary, because difficulties and challenges along the way can be a very important part of the project overall meaning. So when everything goes smoothly, we feel blessed. We say, oh, the universe and people are supporting us and we're guiding and we're supporting our every move. But when things get tough or ambiguous, we sometimes feel that we've been abandoned. And yet the truth is that we're really blessed in both cases, because number one, if we've had something come very easily, then we have that option to go for it. And then again, we might choose to back off and figure out something for ourselves. And when things get difficult, we learn and grow in very specific ways. And there's a unique satisfaction, keep in mind, a unique satisfaction that comes to us when we succeed in something that's been a challenge. It hasn't come easy. It's meant to be a challenge, and it has been a challenge. Our sense of self-reliance has been tested. It expands, and our ability to endure has been tested, and it expands. And we learn that we're really capable of confronting and overcoming the obstacles in our path, and that really empowers us for bigger and better dreams. It's knowing that we're not going to be daunted by challenges. This is especially true when you get to be an entrepreneur, because entrepreneurs are going to suffer and have challenges almost every single day. There are going to be days that it goes really, really well and days that it doesn't. And when it doesn't go well, doesn't necessarily mean you give it up. It just means you have to push through. So when you find yourself facing a very difficult challenge with either it's a particular plan or a project, the chances are that you are probably meant to continue, and in some cases you're meant to let it go. But you need to look at yourself and your goals. And when an idea is meant to be, it's going to come back. It's going to come back time and time again. And then we know that we need to move forward. So no matter what the challenge is, we know that it's meant to be. So I just want my clients and you to be successful. And to be successful in an entrepreneur, there are many, many things and obstacles that come up. And as I said in the beginning, not always easy. In fact, sometimes it's downright difficult. It's just like exercising. You want to get to that sweet spot where there's some difficulty, but not too much that you hurt yourself, but enough that you're able to move forward and build muscle or whatever it is that your goal is for your exercise program. So I really want to give you some encouragement today If you want to reach me, you can reach me at onpointthinking.com. You can go to my contact page. I read and look at all of those. And I'm anxious to see how you're doing in your business. But again, as I said in the beginning and as I said in the middle, it's not going to be easy. It's not always easy. Sometimes things just come in place and you just celebrate those days. Really celebrate that, because those are great days. But other days when it's hard doesn't mean that you give up. It means that you just continue to go forward and just continue to revise and continue to develop your business. Now, there are times when it's time to quit, and you will know that. You will know it, but you won't know it if you just give up at the very first sign of anything that happens. I hope you're doing well today. I hope this helped you. And again, this is On Point Conversations. I'm Jacqueline Holstead, and I'm at onpointthinking.com, which is my company. You can send me email there, and I'm happy to respond. Thank you, and have a great day. Thank you for listening, and I invite you to join me next week as we talk more about specific actions you can take to reach your own business goals. You can find my library of other inspiring podcasts like this one at onpointthinking.com. Again, thank you for listening. This is Jacqueline Holstead at On Point Conversations.